हल दे दाना check check ice da hal check hal Hariyo hal de hal ये कली घटिया de थोड़ी और इफेक्ट अच्छा ओके slow
गोपाल की माए। मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए।
नित्य प्रति मंगल हाथ निरख मुख।
नित्य प्रति मंगल हाथ निरख मुख।
चितवन नयन विशाल की माए।
चितवन नयन विशाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए। मंगल
आरती
गोपाल की माए। श्याम सुंदर को
मंगल रूप श्याम सुंदर को।
मंगल रूप श्याम सुंदर को।
मंगल रूप श्याम सुंदर को।
मंगल भ्रुकुटी सुभाल की माए।
मंगल भ्रुकुटी सुभाल की माए।
चतुर्भुज प्रभु सदा मंगल।
चतुर्भुज प्रभु सदा मंगल।
बानिक गिरिधर लाल की माए।
मानिक गिरिधर लाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए।
मंगल आरती गोपाल की माए। मंगल आरती मंगल आरती मंगल आरती गोपाल की
हेलो हेलो
सर बेटा चेक करो सर बरने में मैडम
हेलो ठीक
ऑन है सर सिग्नल आ रहा है
हेलो हेलो।
Oscar Wilde had once said, I regard the theatre as the greatest of all art forms, the most immediate way in which a human being can share with another the sense of what it is to be a human being. Namaste and a very good morning to everyone present here. Today is 27th of March, Wednesday, અને ગુજરાતી કેલેન્ડર પ્રમાણે ફાગણ વદ બીજ છે. Please rise for the morning prayers.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले.
मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले.
ओ मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले.
मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले.
मेरी सांस सांस में तेरा
मेरी सांस सांस में तेरा
है नाम मुरली वाले.
मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले. मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम
मुरली वाले.
भक्तों की तुमने काना विपदा मिटा दी.
भक्तों की तुमने विपदा मिटा दी.
मेरी ही बाह थामे बाके बिहारी.
मेरी ही बात में बाके बिहारी.
ओ मेरी ही बाह थामे बाके बिहारी. बिगड़ी बनाई तुमने बिगड़ी बनाई तुमने हर बात मुरली वाले.
मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले. मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले.
मेरी सांस सांस में तेरा
मेरी सांस सांस में तेरा
है नाम मुरली वाले.
मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले. मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले. मुझे चरणों से लगा ले ओ श्याम मुरली वाले.
rise for the chanting of Om. Please be seated. 27th of March is celebrated as World Theatre Day to highlight the cultural significance of theatre arts, while also reflecting on the power of theatre to inspire change and its ability to foster empathy and understanding among people of diverse backgrounds. So, to celebrate theatre here and now, the students of 12F bring to you our very own celebration of World Theatre Day through monologues. Monologues are theatrical and dramatic speeches given by a single actor delivering a speech or dialogue. Monologues often serve as pivotal moments in the play, providing heightened dramatic intensity. Whether it's a moment of confession, reflection, or debate, monologues have the power to drive the narrative forward as well as engage the audience directly. The monologues chosen today are from different eras reflecting varied emotions. We hope you enjoy them.
Oh, I'm going to admit something that I never thought I'd admit to anyone, ever. I got a crush on Adam, head over heels, uncontrollable passion, etc. Unrequited passion, of course. Well, now I know I'm throwing away everything I've said so far. I know every girl except Monica is in love with him. I know he would never go for a jag like me. I know it's hopeless. I know all that. But I can't help it. Just thinking he might look at me, my heart starts pounding like mad. And then I have to worry whether he can tell my heart's going crazy and I have to act really cool. Oh, this crush, it's like a disease. Well, do you know? Oh, I'm almost too embarrassed to admit this, but I can lie here for hours thinking about him. Writing these movies in my head where Adam and me are the stars. Like, one of my favorites is that the bus breaks down one day in this remote place, and there we are stranded together. And he finally discovers that I was this really fascinating woman all along. Far more interesting than those silly girls at school. But I can't bear to be just another notch on his belt. So, Adam has to beg me to go out with him. Grovel almost. Well, that's a pretty over-the-top version.
Right after I became an airline stewardess, a friend of mine who had a garden apartment gave me a cocoon for my bedroom. He collects things like that. insects and caterpillars and all that. He told me when they come out, they are soaking wet. And there's a drop of blood there too. Isn't that fascinating? But within an hour, they dry off. And then they begin to fly. Well, I told him I had a cat. But he said, just put the cocoon somewhere where the cat couldn't get at it. So I put it up high on the ledge where the cat never went. Well, anyways, almost a week later, very early this one morning, the guy calls me and he said, April, do you have a butterfly this morning? I told him to hold on and managed to get up and look. And there, on that ledge, I saw a wet spot and a little speck of blood, but no butterfly. And I thought, oh dear God in heaven, the cat got it. I picked up my phone to tell the guy, and just then, suddenly, I spotted it under the dressing table. It was moving one wing. The cat had got it, but it was still alive. So I told the guy, and he got so upset. And he said, oh no, oh God, no. Don't you see that's alive, a living thing? Well, I got dressed and took it to the park and put it on a rose, and it looked like it was going to be all right. I think anyways. But that man, I really felt damaged by him. Awful. That was just cruel. I got home and called him back and said, listen, I am a living thing too, you blockhead. I never saw him again.
Oh, where has my past life gone to? The time when I was young and gay and clever, when I used to have fine dreams and great thoughts, and the present and the future were bright with hope. Why do we get so dull and commonplace and uninteresting almost before we have begun to live? Why do we get lazy, indifferent, useless, unhappy? This town's been in existence for 200 years. 100,000 people live in it. But there's not one who's any different from all the others. There has never been a scholar or an artist or a saint in this place. Never a single man sufficiently outstanding to make you feel passionately that you wanted to emulate him. People here do nothing but eat, drink, and sleep. Then they die, and some others take their place. And they eat, drink, and sleep too. And just to introduce a bit of variety into their lives, so as to avoid going completely stupid with boredom, they indulge in their disgusting gossip and vodka and gambling and lawsuits. The wives deceive their husbands, the husbands lie to their wives and pretend they don't see anything and don't hear anything. And all these overwhelming vulgarity and pettiness crushes the children and puts out any spark they might have had in them, so that they too become miserable, half-dead creatures just like one another and just like their parents.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she came into court, I said to myself, I must not accuse her, for she sleeps in the ditches, so very old and poor. But then she sits there denying, and I feel a misty coldness climbing up my back, and the skin of my skull beginning to creep, and I feel a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe. And then I hear a voice, a screaming voice. And it was my voice, and I remember everything she had done to me. So many times, Mr. Proctor, she'd come to this very door begging bread and a mug of cider and mark this. Whenever I turn her away empty, she mumbled. But what does she mumble? You must remember it, Goody Proctor. Last month, a Monday, I think, I turned her away and I thought my guts would burst out for 2 days. Do you remember it? I said that to Judge Hawthorne and he says, Sarah Good, what curse did you mumble that this girl must fall sick after turning you away? She says, why, Your Excellence? No curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I only say my commandments, she said. Judge Hawthorne says, recite for us your commandments. And out of all 10, she could not say a single one. She never knew no commandments. And there they had her, in a flat lie.
Honey, I don't want to hurt you. I want to change you. I want to make you see that there is some value in life, some beauty, some tenderness, some things worth reacting to, some things worth feeling. But you've got to take some chances sometime. What do you want out of life? Just survival? That's not enough. It's not enough. I am not going to have a surviving marriage. I am going to have a flourishing marriage. I am a woman. Or by Jesus, it's about time I became one. I want a family. Christ Alfred, today is my wedding day. I want to be married to a big, strong, protective, virile, vital, self-assured man who I can protect and take care of. Alfred, honey, you owe me something. I have invested everything I believe in you. You've got to let me mold you. Please, let me mold you. You've got me whining and begging and crying. I have never behaved like this before. Will you see that? That's a tear I have never cried in my life.
There was your mistake. There was your error. The error that all women commit. Why can't you women love us? Faults and all. Why do you have to place us on monstrous pedestals? We all have feet of clay, women as well as men. But when we men love women, we love them knowing their weaknesses, their follies, their imperfections. Love them all the more it may be for that reason. It is not the perfect, but the imperfect who have the need of love. It is when we are wounded by our own hands or by the hands of others that love should come to cure us. Else, what good is love at all? True love should forgive. All lives have loveless lives. True love should pardon. A man's love is like that. It is much wider, much larger, more human than a woman's. Women think that they are making ideals of men. What they are making of us? A false idol. You made your false idol of me. And I had not the courage to come down, show you my wounds, tell you about my weaknesses. And so, last night, you ruined my life for me. Yes, ruined it. No one but you know it. No one but you. And so, let women make no more ideals of men, because what they are doing will ruin other lives as completely as you. You, whom I have loved so wildly, have ruined mine.
I wish I was more like you. Like you, you're so clear. You seem so clear about things, whereas I can never quite say what I'm Even to myself, I'm so inarticulate. Some nights, I lay awake and I go over the things I've said confidently. The things I've said confidently, and they fall to pieces. And where there were words, now there is just this feeling of impossibility. That everything is, that there's no way through it. I used to feel that way when I was small. The exact same feeling. Not a childish feeling, well, maybe, as if I was choking. As if life was coming down on me and I couldn't see my way through it. What does a child who has everything suffer from? Who could name it? I can't. I can't. But it was a sort of, I used to see it in my head as a jungle. Around me, surrounding me. Some darkness growing, something organic, alive. And the only thing that kept me here, kept me through it, was a picture of Honor and of Gus. Silly. Silly, because I'm old now and I shouldn't be remembering this. Lying in bed and feeling that they were there. Outside the room, in all their warmth, a sort of charm to them. And maybe you are right, and it was not so simple as it looked, but they carried such a strong sense of love for each other, and inside that, I felt loved. And now that I'm older, I don't feel that anymore. I feel that everything that has saved me has fallen away from me, and I can't see my way through it. And I'm not a kid anymore. No, I'm not a kid anymore. But I still feel I need. Sorry.
To bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He had disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated mine enemies. And what's his reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands? Organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt by the same means, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example. Why? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction.
Thank you, performers. Please give a huge round of applause to the performers, music team, and tech team this morning. Please rise for the national anthem. Assembly, Savdhan. Assembly, Vishram. Thank you for being a wonderful audience and have a great day ahead.
जो सुख पावे राम भजन में, जो सुख पावे राम भजन में, सो सुख नाही अमीरी में, सो सुख नाही अमीरी में। मन लागो मेरो यार